Farmers, trust is everything. At Genesis Fertilizers, we're not just proposing to build a facility, we're building a future designed for you. With real progress already underway, we're closer to providing Western Canadian farmers with a reliable, locally produced fertilizer supply. Now is the time to take control of your farm's future. Learn more at genesisfertilizers.com/credibility.
Sean Haney here with RealAgriculture.com and Real Ag Radio, Rural Radio 147, Sirius XM. We're at the National Association of Farm Broadcasters meeting in Kansas City. And right now I'm with Bryant Luers. He is a seeds agronomist with LG Seeds. Bryant, how are we doing?
Doing wonderful. Good to be here, Sean.
Yeah, it's great to chat with you. Okay, so we're going to talk about the need, the necessity, the value in diversifying our seed choices. Okay, first of all, what exactly does that mean?
Man, that can mean a lot of different things. I mean, when I think about diversifying your portfolio, if I think about a specific farmer, let's say your average farmer farms 800 acres in this instance, right? I mean, you don't want to plant the same hybrid on every single acre. That's not going to be mitigating your risk very well. So as a grower, as a farmer out here, I mean, we really need to be looking at multiple different genetic packages to really mitigate that risk, but while also shooting for some really high yield potential to maximize your ROI, maximize your profit on every single acre. So for me, it's breaking it down on a per acre basis and really figuring out what's the best product or maybe multiple products for this acre.
So how do I know if I'm diversifying my seed choices or not? Right? So are we talking different heat units? Are we talking different brands? What exactly does that diversification really look like?
It can mean a lot of different things. I mean, it could be a trait diversification if you're looking at VT2s, if you're looking at Smart Stacks Pro. Power Core is a new trait coming into the industry, so it could mean trait diversification. It could also mean disease diversification. So if we look back at the last couple of years, right, tar spot specifically has been a huge point of emphasis across a lot of the corn belt here. So, I think disease diversification is probably one of the bigger points of emphasis we've talked about here in the last few years. And so when we look at the LG Seeds lineup, there's a broad variation, and we give really good ratings. We spend a lot of time kind of parsing through this stuff as we're launching new products. And so I think disease diversification is probably a huge discussion going forward.
This is key stuff that you should be talking to your seed rep about, right? To really make sure that, because a lot of times we can be fooled where we think we've got some diversity, like, oh yeah, I'm doing this and I'm doing that, and then you find out at the end of the day, especially on a disease risk perspective, right? Because maybe you're using two different brands, but actually they've got the same disease package. You're actually planting the same thing, so you got to be careful.
Yeah, for sure. So, just having that conversation with your local LG Seeds rep or whoever you trust really to help make decisions on your operation, to really break it down on that field by field, farm by farm basis to really do the best for the grower at the end of the day, right? That's what we're all here for at LG Seeds, to really help those growers maximize potential, maximize profit while mitigating that risk. So, yeah, talk to your local LG Seeds agronomist, your local LG Seeds DSM. We can really help you make the best decisions for your operation.
In terms of number of different hybrids on the farm, and this can depend, obviously, if your farm is spread over a very vast geography, the answer will be different. But for the typical customer, how many different hybrids are you seeing them plant?
I would say in LG Seeds, most of our customers are probably in that 3 to 5 range on different hybrids. It obviously does depend on size of grower there. And, if I look at so I'm from Iowa, if I look at a central Iowa grower, there's not a lot of variation in some of their grounds, so maybe that number is lower. If I go to southern Iowa, we see a lot of variation in soil types. And so as the variation in soils, variation in productivity goes up, the number of products goes up as well.
Are we having fun with tar spot yet? It seems like, I don't know how many interviews I've done about tar spot. It is, I don't care if you're in the U.S. or you're in Canada. This is one that has people very much, I think, very concerned and trying to sort it out. Not only from the farmer perspective on best management practices, but also from a seed company perspective.
Absolutely, and fun might not be the word I would use for that.
Well, I was being sarcastic, Bryant. I was being sarcastic. There's better ways to have fun than dealing with tar spot.
Yeah, I can appreciate that, but no, you're exactly right. I mean, tar spot has been a massive topic of conversation. Doesn't really matter who you talk to, where you're at. It's huge, and so like I said, at LG Seeds, we do an extensive testing network on these things before they get launched. So being comfortable, being confident, and having a really good idea how these things will react when we put them out in commercial fields on a grower's operation is huge, because they want to know that information before they're planting these products, right? So being able to have confidence when we go out to the growers and say, yes, this product is going to perform really well in the presence of tar spot, that's huge.
So you're testing how your own varieties show resistance or tolerance of tar spot. Are you also testing which fungicides act best on your genetics as well?
Yes, we are. So if you look at our testing network, we have some fungicide trials built into those. So we have a good idea when products get launched, how they'll respond in the absence of in the absence of fungicide, as well as in the presence of fungicide. So, no matter what these guys are doing as far as management practices, I feel like we can really hone in on that and select a product that's right for their operation.
Well, very cool stuff. Hey, Bryant, really appreciate you joining me here today at NAFB.
Yeah, thank you very much, Sean. Appreciate it.